What up? What up? What up? What's going on? It's your boy checking in. Gonna get this divine feminines situation up and out to y'all real quick while I got a little bit of time at the gig and all. I ain't got too much time left and space in this office to get busy, so we just gonna get busy. My Madison situation was very interesting. So I'm anxious to see what these new weeks and new energies are going to be like this week. Once again, if you need a reading from me, just look at my information section and just drop me a line, whether that's my email or my website. I'll definitely get the message. Either way, love how the cards is looking, so let's just get busy. So, feminine, first card of your message. Hot in here. Dirty. Shoot, hold on. Alright, so first card in this message is the Eight of Swords. This is a self-imposed prison. When you think about self-imposed prisons, feminine, is you put your own self in them. They're mental prisons. So if anybody is in a mental prison, they put themselves in it. And if anybody's in a mental prison, they can only get themselves out. Okay? Eight of Swords is a false sense of security. Thinking somebody's supposed to take care of you, or thinking somebody's supposed to have your back, or somebody's supposed to be looking after you. No, you look after yourself. You know what I mean? That's rule number one. You gotta look out for your star player. And since people gotta take care of themselves, you expecting or hoping people to take care of you, that's a big no-no, especially in the divine realm of things. Excuse me. Eight of Swords could be a false sense of entitlement. You feel entitled to something, entitled for answers, entitled for freebies, entitled to something. You know what I mean? When it comes to entitlement, you better fix that shit quick. Because, like I say, don't nobody owe you nothing. Even if somebody owe you nothing, they don't owe you nothing. They ain't got to pay you your money back. They ain't got to pay you no time. Nobody owe you nothing. Even if they owe you something, don't nobody really owe you nothing. That's why your integrity, your professionalism, your word, you know what I mean? Your bonds. That's why you got to have things in order so people don't take advantage of you. So people don't hit you with the okie doke. Eight of Swords is also a false sense of environment. You don't know where you at in the world, with people, in relationships. It's like being in a relationship only to find out that this person never liked you. They never loved you. They were just using you for whatever they're using you for. You know what I mean? That's really not a secret. Because, I mean, if you were really peeping this person, you would have peeped the Seven of Swords, which is the cat out the bag, which is a secret, which is a Decepticon, somebody wearing a mask, things of that sort. You would have peeped that the step before this card, before you even put yourself in a self-imposed prison. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth. Should have had a sense of your environment. You should have knew your relationship wasn't real. You should have knew that, I don't know, that stance you took and this little divide that you got going on, or fight or situation you got going on, was picking the wrong side. Self-imposed prisons. Only you can get in them, so only you can get yourself out of them. Feminine. Clarifying this overall message, which is fairly important. Not very, but fairly. We got the Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, excuse me. Ace of Pentacles is a big-ass manifestation. This is a huge pinnacle. What's a pinnacle? It's a person, place, or a thing. What's a sword? It's thoughts, decisions, directions, mentality, and ideology. When it comes to the self-imposed prison you win one. Ace of Pentacles, that's something. This self-imposed prison is something. We all got self-imposed prisons. With me, it was being very naive with people. I treat everybody the same. I treated everybody fair. I treat everybody like a divine initially. When I'm learning to find out, to keep myself out of a self-imposed prison with things, especially big things. These are huge things, important things. And I mean, Ace of Pentacles, that's just bringing yourself to an equation. These Two of Pentacles is bringing yourself to an equation, plus an add-on to a Pentacles, something to bring to the table other than yourself. This is just yourself. I take this as for a big-ass accountability. When it comes to the self-imposed prisons we all are in, we're going to have to be accountable for the self-imposed prisons that we're in. So until we let ourselves out or release ourselves out, these little mental binds we put ourselves in, whether this thing is huge or small to you, it's something. Bottom line, more important than all that, we got the Four of Wands. This is everything hitting on home. This is Twin Flame Union, Reunion, and Recognition. This is also Zion, the real world. In the real world, life is different. Relationships is different. Survival is different. God is different. In the real world, we ain't talking about this fantasy world that is the Matrix. We ain't talking about these worldly ass relationships, goals, and you know what I mean? Expectations of what society expects a relationship to be, or a friendship to be, or a spiritual connection to be, or whatever. You know, Four of Wands. That's reality. Reality of the situation is a lot of you are divines. A lot of you divines have a divine counterpart, and a lot of you got jobs to do in these little divine demos. A lot of you got things that needs to hit home in these divine demos. A lot of you need to be reunited in union, or at least recognize who your twin is. So why everything can hit home. Home is where the heart is. Home is also where the hate is, where some of the greatest become greater. This could also be your crib, your house, your apartment, or whatever you, four walls you call home. Clarifying home, we got the Ten of Wands. This is pumping your brakes. Wands are actions. What are actions? Shit you doing, shit you've done, not shit you finna do, because it don't mean anything. It's got a lot to do with your actions and behavior. Wands do. So like I say, you need to get home. Ten of Wands. Let's drop everything and go home. Or you need to focus on home. Anything else, you need to pump the brakes on. Four of Wands, that's home business. So to put it in a way you can kind of understand, like I said, Four of Wands, it's union, reunion, recognition. It's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't plan on it happening. It just happens. That's nothing about having a divine counterpart. It's a lot of other things that come into play that's totally outside of you. It's got to deal with you, but it's totally outside of you. Final card in this bottom line energy, which is very important. We got the Six of Pentacles. This is homeostasis, or everything being okay. This is like next Friday when D.Boom and his brother Tyrone broke out. It's like go in there and leave a message, you know what I'm saying, for Craig Daddy. Let that nigga know Craig in trouble to come home now. You know what I'm saying? It's like stop everything, Craig in trouble. Come on with it. You know what I mean? You got a job to do in Zion. You got work to do at home. Whether that's with God, whether that's with yourself, whether that's with your twin. This divine business. I told you, we divines. We do divine business and we do worldly business. And we live our life like an infinite pattern. We do shit in heaven and in the world. For God and for ourselves. For others and for ours. For others and ours. Either way, it's a two-part job. It's a two-part series. This whole divinity is you're doing twice as much work as the average person. So in the midst of you doing twice as much work as everybody else feminine, it's going to come to times to where a union is going to happen. And you need to just drop everything and let it happen. It's going to be okay, Six of Pentacles. Just Ten of Wands. Pump everything. This is a temporary ending. Whatever you're pumping the brakes on for a union to happen, for you to reunite with your twin, for things to hit home, for you to be where you need to be in your divine life, you're going to have to stop things. You got to end things to begin things, and two things don't occupy the same space. Let me say that shit 2 times. You got to end things to begin things, and two things don't occupy the same space. They can't. How you doing? Come on. Huh? Yeah, it's right there. So the next card coming to the situation, Divine Feminine, we got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is kind of like indecisiveness. You know, pussyfooting around, to put it like that. But Two of Swords deal with the mental, which is the mind. And like I said, the Ace of Swords is Ascension, essentially. That's going up. There's only one right way, and that's up. Now, you got other ways or other options or other directions in life, but like I said, you should only focus on what matters, and that's up. So that's the kingdom, that's God, that's path, that's purpose, that's divinity, that's helping your fellow man, that's feeding the hungry, that's healing the sick, that's closing, putting coal on the coalest, and like just helping others in need. You know what I mean? All those things that I just named are right things. Even loving a person the correct way, loving your children the correct way, building a foundation for yourself, building a foundation for your family, creating generational wealth and breaking generational curses. Like all that is shit that's going up. You know, things outside of what I just named are the other options we talking about. You got light and then you got the darkness. You got the good and you got the bad and the ugly and the evil and all that other shit. Like anything outside the realm of up isn't an option. Shouldn't matter. Shouldn't be your direction, a decision, a thought. No thoughts, should no direction, or should no decision go into anything outside of God or purpose or path for your divinity, because it's just going to be confusing given the fact that you already got a lot of work on your divine plate and a lot of work to do as a human being. So I told you, you're doing two jobs as it is already. By you going another way or doing other things or thinking you got other options or looking into other shit, that's just putting a third wheel to your demonstration, or just bringing a third plate for you to eat on after you already got two plates to deal with. You know what I mean? This is putting a third piece of work in when you already doing your divine work with the two demos you got so far. Two of Swords. It's indecisiveness of pussyfooting around thinking you got more options than one. There's only one option. There's only one right way. There's only one path you need to be on, and that's going up. Any other direction is a distraction. But like I said, you can know all that. That any other way is a distraction. That um, there is no forks in the road. You're just really preparing yourself to stay in the right direction. That's all the Three of Swords is. And the Three of Swords, it'll be another sword right here. It's like you trying to stay in the right way. You see you can't, or you see you got to prepare to do more to go in the right way. And it's like you're just going to end up going there. So clarifying the Two of Swords is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands, excuse me. That's awareness. That's the first action, first step, first move towards this other option that you did, this other play that you did, thus going in another direction. Like, it's one thing getting information, it's another thing attaining the information that you're getting. It's another thing being told something, but it's another thing understanding what you're being told. Ace of Wands, that's awareness. That's the first step towards, like I say, getting on the right path. First step towards union, reunion, recognition. First step towards finding your purpose. First step towards finding yourself or finding God. It's a step. Ace of Wands, essentially, in my deck, is the Nebuchadnezzar card. Four of Wands, that's Zion, that's home. Only way you can get home is through the Nebuchadnezzar. You're going to have awareness to at least get in union, reunion, recognition, or get to God, or get home. Two of Wands, that's survival or making ends meet. It's one thing having awareness, but you're going to have to do something with it. That's what the second one is about. You doing something with your awareness, that's survival. But we ain't just surviving Two of Wands. I told you, birds do that, bees do that, boars do that, bats do that, bacteria does that shit. We're going to have to do more than that. Three of Wands is path. That's purpose. That's being more than a human being, more than an organism, more than a mother, more than a brother, more than a father, more than black, more than white, more than whatever you are. It's evolution. Three of Wands is evolution. That's the third eye. That's the third power. That's higher power. That's a whole different way of moving. Three wands. The average person is only moving with a wand or two. That's basic shit. The average divine person is doing at least three wands or more. And all the third wand is doing something outside of the two of wands you got going on. So two of wands is just living, existing, doing what everybody else is doing to make ends meet. The third wand is going to set you apart. The third wand is going to create a divine path for you to where you're doing shit in the world and in Zion and with God and with your divine counterpart. And it's like, that's the difference between a divine that moves this way and a karmic that's just going circles like a hamster or a gerbil in a hamster wheel. How was your personal energy coming to the situation? You've been kind of in a pickle, Two of Swords, a fork in the road, debating on, are you ready to go forward, or do you got everything you need to go forward, or whatever it is, because it's mental. Your mystery madness coming to the situation. We got the Two of Wands. I told you that's how it works. You can't just have awareness. You got to do something with it. Feminine, you're going to have to do something with your awareness. Clarifying that is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a secret. That's a cat coming out the bag. That's something that was in the darkness coming to the light. This is you keeping it 100 with somebody keeping it 100 with you, or you keeping it 100 with yourself. This is a person that wears a lot of masks. It's like work uniforms. You got 7 jobs, so you got 7 uniforms. Two of Wands is a lot of work maintaining these uniforms or maintaining these masks. You got 7 different personalities. You know what I mean? It's hard work keeping all these hats on. Eventually, you're going to have to take the hat off. Eventually, you're going to have to take the mask off. Eventually, you're going to have to quit these jobs. You know, 7 of Swords is secrets. We all got secrets. But all darkness comes to the light. So it'll be best to at least start opening up about the secrets, about the darkness, about what you're hiding. Because truth sets you free. If you keep it 100 on these secrets and let the truth out, then like I said, you can be free. You can be your true self. All secrets hide is your true self, or your true stance on things, or your true emotions, or your real thoughts. Because of 7 of Swords, a cat that's gonna come out the bag. You keeping it 100 with somebody, somebody keeping 100 with you, or you keeping 100 with your damn self. You're gonna start to see the work that's gonna come into A, keeping this a secret, or B, handling the work that you kind of didn't know that was there. Final card, you got the 7 of Wands. 2 sevens is good. 7 of Wands, that's internal conflict. That's your woes, that's your complexes, that's your hurt, your pain. That's what's inside. That's the shit can't nobody see. Like the self-imposed prisons you be in. You know, this is shit that people can't heal. This is the shit you heal yourself. Advanced complexes, triggers. You know what I mean? Real traumatic shit that you gotta heal yourself. Can't nobody fix your heart. That's why your heart is inside your chest. Only you can fix what's inside you. Doctors can help, but ain't their job to, like I say, literally fix what's inside you. These things that need to get fixed in you ain't physical. These deals with emotions, it deals with pain and trauma and actions and behavior that happen in your life that dictates a lot of who you are right now. So feminine, in your mystery madness, you've seen how hard it is to move without being free. Meaning, if you hiding something, still, if you ain't keeping it 100 with things, still, if you choose to hide your identity or hide how you truly feel or put on an act as if these are your real feelings and actions and thoughts when there ain't, it's just putting more work on yourself than you need. Like I say, if you lie, you'll steal. You'll if you lie, you'll steal. If you steal, you'll kill. But really, if you cheat, you'll lie. If you lie, you'll steal. If you steal, you'll kill. If you're cheating, then you're gonna lie about it. If you're lying about cheating, then you're gonna have to steal, whether that's points, because you was cheating. Whether you had more points than you had or less points than what you had, whatever it is, if you lie, you'll cheat. I mean, if you cheat, you'll lie. If you lie, you'll steal. Whatever you got to do to keep the lie up. If you steal, you'll kill to protect the lie. You cheated. I went from cheating on a test to you killing your professor, giving the grade of the madness you tied into. It goes from keeping a secret from a family member to a family member ending up dead because you ain't keeping it 100. Like somebody tried to, I don't know, kill your cousin, your brother, or something like that, due to whatever your brother and cousin was in, but you keep it in a secret. The only person that know about your cousin or brother's demo is you, and you choose not to say nothing. Like I said, saying nothing is saying something. Then they end up dead, and nobody in the family know what's going on. You knew what was going on, but you chose not to say something. Now it's too late. All you had to do was talk. All you had to do was keep it fucking real. All you had to do was let this cat out the bag, which could have saved this person's life. But now they're not here due to secrets. You might not be cheating and then lying and then lying and stealing and killing, but it could be the person you're hiding a secret for who's cheating, lying, stealing, and killing. Maybe you might end up cheated on or stole on or killed, keeping somebody else's secrets. Secrets ain't good for nobody. Truth sets you free. So if anybody got secrets to keep or they hiding shit, that's a sign in itself. Feminine, you in regards to yourself personally, you 5 of Pentacles, you going without something. Not all feminines, but some. Some feminines are just pentacly at 5s. This is the dark night of the soul. This is just being assed out. This is being broke. Money tight as a motherfucker. You know? This ain't even homeostasis. It's like you ain't even out the green. This is red. You in the red. Some feminines are in the red. Or a lot of feminines is going without someone, someplace, or something. And It feels like you barely holding on, but in reality, you mentally holding on to something. Told you, Four of Pentacles. That's holding on too tight to something or being scared to let something go. The only time you holding on too tight to something or being scared to let something go is something you don't want a Five of Pentacles. Go without. Five of Pentacles happen. You go without things. Now, whether you let it go or God let it go for you, some things have to get let go. And you're going to have to be the person to let it go first. At least show the initiative that you want change. You get what you always got. If you're doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results back. Sometimes change has to happen. Sometimes the best way to change your situation is for everything to get changed. You lose everything. We all get to the Six of Pentacles, which is the bottom line energy. We bounce back from a Five of Pentacles. Everybody does that. But it's knowing why you're going without whatever it was you was trying to hold on too tight to in the first place. Feminine, final smoke. This is in your direct energy in regards to yourself. We got another red card, which is a warning. We got the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is dreams come true, wishes granted, or miracles. You're going through the dark night of the soul, so shit is looking all bad. Shit looking so bad, you took a step back to see exactly how this happened in the way that it happened. Usually it's bad timing and domino effects that kind of affect certain situations and circumstances. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a Nine of Cups. A miracle is going to happen from you having nothing. A dream going to come true from you having nothing. A miracle is going to happen from you having nothing. Like I said, it's the energy of you lose everything. You seem like everything is lost, like you can't win for losing. And all of a sudden, boom, a miracle happens. A wish that you wanted granted gets granted. A dream that you had comes true. Anytime dreams come true in the midst of you having nothing, it's exactly what it is. It's a miracle. It just shows you God still helps. God's still listening. Your plans did not fall all the way through. This happened. The things that you did, you might have nothing. You might have tried to do something and failed. But like I said, it was actions that you did before. It's something that you did or something that you're doing that's affected this blessing or this miracle or this dream coming true right now. Like I say, when you down, ain't nowhere to go but up half the time. Usually it takes you losing everything for you to appreciate your miracles or the dreams come true or the things that do happen good to you. But sometimes, like I say, you might not want to learn a lesson. That's what losses are. They're just lessons. We don't take losses. We take lessons. That's what L's are to divine. Our feminine's going to lose everything. But you're going to get wowed by what happens next. In your mystery madness, feminine, you got the Six of Swords. You personally, in regards to yourself, subconsciously, indirectly, in your mystery madness, we got the Six of Swords. This is rolling with the homie. My clueless card. Rolling with the homies. The reason why this is the clueless card is because, like I said, everybody in the movie Clueless was clueless. Did nothing make sense toward until the end of the movie. Everybody was clueless. The kids were clueless. The parents was clueless. The teachers was clueless. Everybody was clueless. But as you see, everybody had a demo. Cher had her demo. Dion had her demo. You know, Brittany Murphy, Ty had her demo. The teachers had their demo. The parents had their demo. Everybody got a position. Everybody got a place. It's like you getting paired up with a partner. Everybody has a partner. Twins, divine lovers and shit, divine counterparts. Everybody is paired. And like I said, in the beginning of the movie, you wouldn't think that the end of the movie would happen, but it was so much cooler shit. But at the end of the day, everything makes sense, as the same way they do in life. That's one thing real life has with in common with movies. You know what I'm saying? There's always it's happy endings. Happy endings don't just happen in movies; they happen in real life. You're choosing to roll with somebody automatically. That's what rolling with the homies is. The homie is the divine master. It's just saving a space for him or rolling with him or keeping an open mind to him and his purpose or his path with you. More smoke on the Six of Swords. You got the King of Pentacles. This is ownership, taking ownership in something. Or this is a karmic masculine, where a person know how to manifest whatever the hell they want. So I just take this in two or a few ways. One way I take this, you're owning up to the fact that when it comes to your divine masculine, you totally clueless. But you do know everything is going to work itself out. Two, Six of Swords. You want to roll with the homie. You want to keep a space open for your masculine. You're willing to work with him and willing to work with whatever he wants to work with. King of Pentacles. This is making that shit happen. You got a way how you and your twin can roll with each other. This is being proactive and making that happen. Another way, this King of Pentacles could be a karmic masculine. Your karmic masculine, feminine. And this is in your mystery madness in regards to yourself. A lot of y'all are just rolling with y'all karmic masculines due to my personal opinion, Eight of Swords, self-imposed prison. Just having someone than just having no one at all. This is having somebody that can take care of you security-wise, financially, but when it comes to like emotions and purpose and just the overall goal of things, you ain't rolling with this person. It's like you only rolling with this person's pentacles. You ain't rolling with nothing else. What you feel for this person ain't the same as the pentacles you take from this person. What this person have or has means more than what this person may have, or the potential that they have, or their emotions, or their feelings, or their insides, and shit like that. Like rolling. Whether you rolling with your masculine or your karmic masculine, feminine, you're gonna have to roll on. So I told you, two things can't occupy the same space. You have to fuck with your feminine. I mean, fuck with your masculine, divine masculine, or fuck with your karmic masculine. Can't fuck with both of them at the same time. Two things can't occupy the same space, and that's just way too much karma for you to deal with from two people, including the own karma you got to deal with yourself. So, as far as the masculine energy, feminine, you got the Ace of Swords. This is the Ascension card. It's power, strength, authority, dominion, courage, valor, A for anything you need to attain, to succeed, survive, and thrive in life. This is also the loading chamber in the matrix. This Ascension card, this Ace of Swords is. The way the loading chamber in the matrix was, that's how your brain works. You just got an A for access your brain. And no matter that Neo accesses his brain. Trinity accesses her brain. You know, Morpheus accesses his memory and shit like that. Like, it's just an A for advanced way to mentally attain or acquire the information that you need. Because that's all the Ace of Swords is information. Ace of Wands is awareness. You can have information, but you're going to have to be aware of the information that you have. So, feminine. You moving on up like Georgia Wheezy. You ascending, applicably. And to put this more in relation to the masculine, the only drawback from ascension is the Nine of Swords. That's losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight the wrong way by stressing. Ascension, you either moving on up like George and Wheezy, being A for accountable at everything that come with this shit, or you ascending and bitching and tripping at every damn step and everything that comes in between it. You either appreciate your divine demo or you gonna, like I say, depreciate your divine demo. You either gonna love your divine masculine or have disdain for him. You either gonna find your path feminine or your purpose feminine, or have disdain for your path or your purpose feminine. Like I said, when you ascending, you just being the best person you can be, so you can help other people be the best person they can be, like your divine masculine. What you ain't finna do is, like I said, say you were divine, be on this divine journey, be on this divinity route you talk about, but tripping on every step along the way. It's like most trolls I see in my comment section. It's been two trolls these past week or two. Y'all didn't comment on my shit like 10 times each. I've like removed maybe 8 of y'all comments each because y'all got the same MO. Like I say, my comment section ain't built for you to whine and bitch and complain about what your masculine ain't doing for you about what God ain't doing for you. Like, nah, that's not what my comment sections are for. Nigga, you want to show some love? Show me some love. You want to show some love to everybody? Show some love to everybody. You want a testimony, like testify on how God been good to you, or your divine demo been good to you, or how your master been good to you? I could do that too. You want to do a personal testimony on my services and shit, like that's cool too. But what you ain't finna do is use my platform to bitch and complain and give up and feel sorry for yourself, or for you to go crazy on, like everybody want to see that. That's why I delete y'all comments, you trolls. So y'all don't fuck up the space and the swag of everybody else, getting other people down because your ass down, or confusing other people because of your crazy ass comments. Like, whatever you on, I don't want people on that either. You know what I mean? I'm saying all that to say this: you got time and places for everything. It'll help to know the time and place to say certain things, to do certain things, to feel a certain way. That's what an Eight of Swords is that we had in this overall energy too. Self-imposed prison. Like I said, self-imposed prison, Eight of Swords, that's a false sense of entitlement. I don't know why y'all trolls feel entitled to do what y'all do in my comment section, but somebody or yourself felt or put in your head that you was entitled to do so. I don't know who told y'all that giving up was cool, that it's okay to be weak, that it's okay to not fight for what you love or fight for what you want or even try. Like, I don't know who hit y'all with that shit, but that's not what it is. Stressing, there's no room for stress in your life, feminine. You too blessed to be stressed. All y'all feminine, at least everybody watching this, y'all too blessed to be stressed, no matter what the fuck y'all got going on. Thank you makes room for more. If you appreciate what you have, you'll appreciate what you get. It's a lot of bitter, ungrateful, confused, karmic ass people out here. Let them be all that. Ain't that many divines out here, and we got jobs to do, and it's more than one job. So we got a lot. We got a lot on our plate. We got a lot we got to worry about as divines. So make sure we on our business, not doing what everybody else is doing in the world. Because what the fuck they doing is a distraction. It's like a kid that can't focus in class. Everybody's focusing. He can't focus because of whatever mental condition he in. He chooses to play with a zipper. He chooses to beatbox while the teacher talking. He's choosing to, I don't know, spin his chair around in circles while everybody's trying to learn. Like I say, that kid gonna need to be in a corner by himself somewhere where he can sit quietly so we can learn here, or he's gonna be an example of how not to do, or what not to do, or how not to be in class. Class could be whatever it means to you. Wrapping this up, feminine. You in regards to the masculine and your mystery madness, bro. We got the Five of Cups. This is loneliness, being a hermit, emotionally isolated. This is like Mario Wayne's and I don't want to know video crying in the tub with his clothes on. This is Akon, Mr. Lonely. This is Kanye West, Love Lockdown. We're all hermits at one point. You can have a whole family with you and feel alone. You can be married and feel alone. You can be a motherfucking millionaire with people all around you and you still feel alone. Okay? When you get to feeling this energy, this lonely energy, this hermit energy, this isolated emotional energy, you need to get your Queen of Swords on. Queen of Swords is a Lucy-Lou card. That's being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you want to go right now. What are cups? Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. So if you're feeling alone, then you need to be 10 toes the fuck down on not feeling this way, or finding out why you feel this way, or doing something about something so you ain't even got to be in this energy in the beginning. But guess what? Having someone ain't going to complete you. Like I said, you can be alone with a girlfriend. You can be alone with your family. You can be alone with people. You make yourself happy. You fulfill yourself. Nobody's job to complete you. You complete yourself. So you can help somebody else do that. Final row. Feminine. Consciously, directly going into the future. You got the divine masculine. It's your divine masculine. Your divine counterpart. The king of actions. You know what I mean? This is your masculine through and through. Why is he out here in your direct energy going into the future? 3 of Wands. Because he's supposed to be out here. in your future. Clarifying him is the Three of Wands. That's purpose. That's path. Told you, Two of Wands is survival. Birds, bees, bears, bacteria do that shit. Divine people, we third wand. We do extra work. Three of Wands is also the ladder out the crab bucket. This is also, I'm almost done. This is the ladder out the crab bucket. This is the Underground Railroad to freedom. This is also the way out. It's your job, your purpose, feminine, to show the masculine the way out, or create a way out for your masculine. It goes to the crab bucket analogy, crab bucket analogy. Feminine, you're a blue king crab, and you were in a crab bucket full of a lot of other crabs, but you was in the bottom of the crab bucket. That's where you met your masculine at the bottom of the barrel. He's muddy and dirty. You're muddy and dirty. There's no difference between you and anybody else in this crab bucket. Then you put in your head to get the fuck about this crab bucket, and that's what you did. So in climbing up, it's like, I don't know, somebody was putting more crabs in a bucket. You know, crabs had water in it, so it's like in the midst of you climbing out the crab bucket, water is hitting you and it's washing all the dirt and the mud off you. So the masculine who's looking at you, because you're the only one who's up. All the other crabs are at the bottom of the barrel, not giving a fuck about nothing. It's one crab that start to crawl out that bucket. That's you, divine feminine. You went up first. Your masculine seen you go up. So the way you took is the way your masculine gonna took. He didn't leave when you left, but he did see you leave. And you left a ladder down for somebody else to do what you just did. That's what makes you, that's what keeps the masculine, you in the masculine's mind alive. That's what keeps you who you are. Wine Master is the king of wands. So you obviously the queen of wands because you're just as about as he is. But he needed to see what about it looked like for him to get about it too. Monkey see, monkey do. If you on your business feminine, if you on your purpose feminine, your masculine is gonna follow the same thing. That's all you doing in this twin flame demo is doing everything you can do to be the best person you can be. So your masculine follow the same suit. You ain't here to conform your masculine or make him change or make him another person. No, it's reflections. What you do, he do. That's why you got to be on your business. Because if you ain't on your job, how you gonna trip about your masculine being on business that you ain't even on? If you ain't trying, how you gonna get mad at your masculine for not trying? If you ain't got no understanding, how you gonna trip over your masculine for not having none? Final card is message. Your mystery madness. Going to the future. Final card. We got the Four Swords. It's being too in your head. It's too much rest. Too much relaxation. It's idle mind. What's idle mind? It's the devil's workshop. You in your head, that means you ain't doing nothing. Wands, that's what needs to be done. More likely, your third wand you need to be doing. Or more likely, doing yourself, Queen of Wands, or your masculine, King of Wands. Like, at the end of the day, if you in your head, you ain't doing nothing. You got to be out your head and on your feet. Because it's show ain't time to be show me. We got too much shit to do. Make sure you're doing it. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Deuces.